Alright, what's good everyone? It's so good to see you guys again. If you guys have been following my HIIT workouts on this channel, or if you've been doing your own workouts, then your body definitely would have accumulated some tension. And even if you haven't been exercising at all, you've likely been sitting at home and this is going to accumulate even more tension. So in this two-part video series, I'm going to show you the basic stretches that you can do in order to relieve some of this discomfort and even improve your athletic performance. Are you convinced? Let's get started. Today's video is going to focus on the lower body stretches. I can't emphasize how important it is to stretch these muscle groups. Tightness in any one of these muscle groups can not only cause you some short-term issues, but it's going to manifest in the long term as well. I've helped a few of my clients treat their knee problem, which is such a common problem, just by stretching. Alright, so let's just get straight into the video. Alright, the muscles that we'll be stretching today are going to be your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, which is your buttocks, your calves, your inner thigh, which is your adductors, and your hip flexors. If you're just looking for a specific muscle group, you can press the timestamp in the video description below. For all these stretches, I want you to do them for at least 2 minutes each. And I understand if you're just starting out this habit, you can just start with maybe 30 seconds and then do a few of them across the day. Alright, let's head on to the first stretch.
Your quads are the muscles in the front of your thigh. To stretch these muscles, what you want to do is to bend your leg and pull it with your free hand. You should feel the nice stretch in your quads. The key tip in this stretch is to not over arc your back, if you're not going to be able to stretch your quads effectively if you do that. Alternatively, if you can't bear weight on your other leg for prolonged periods, you can do this stretch while lying down. To stretch your hamstrings, you want to put the leg that you want to stretch out forward. Lean forward while keeping your back as straight as your flexibility allows. If you bend your back, you're going to take some tension off the stretch. Feel free to pause the video and try to stretch yourself. You can also do this stretch seated by stretching out one of your legs, folding in the other, and leaning towards the outstretched leg. Remember to keep your legs straightened. The more you bend at the hips, the greater the stretch. I very much prefer this over the standing one because I can kill two birds with one stone by stretching the lower back as well. But this is going to take a little bit more flexibility. You're likely going to start out a bit like this, but slowly you will be able to improve. If you've never tried stretching your hamstring before a plane flight, you should totally try it. Trust me, you'll feel the difference when you're trapped in a plane seat for hours. Next, we are going to stretch the glutes. The simplest way to stretch is to sit on a chair in a cross-legged position and lean forward. You should feel the stretch on the same side which has the leg up. If the stretch is too mild for you, use your arm on the same side to hug and pull the leg in. You should really feel it after that. Another variation on this stretch is from a seated position. Cross your leg over and hug in the leg. To feel the stretch more, hug in tighter and pull the leg in the opposite direction. You can do this on a chair as well. Moving on to the calves, which is the simplest of stretches. Find some place with a slightly elevated step, stand with your heels on the lower step and the balls of your feet on the higher step, and lean forward. If you've got very tight hamstrings, you're going to feel it on this one as well. My favorite stretch for the adductors is a modified deep squat. In an Asian squat position, use your elbows to push out your thighs, and what you will feel is a nice stretch in the inner thigh, along with a stretch on the calves. This stretch is so powerful because it's going to help you improve your mobility of your stiff hips, knees and ankles, and even prevent lower back pain. Last but not least, the hip flexors, which get so tight just from sitting since your hips are in a flexed position. To do this, you want to get into a kneeling position and then put one leg forward. We are going to stretch the back leg. Shift your body weight forward without leaning over your upper body, and you should feel the stretch in the hip flexor. To take it up a notch, bring your arm up on the same side that is on the leg that is being stretched, and lean your body back and away from the stretched side.
And that is part 1 of the video series. Next week, I'll be showing you guys the stretches for the upper body with focus on problem areas like the lower back and the shoulders. If you guys have benefited from this video, let me know in the comments below or maybe drop me a DM so that I know that these videos are useful and they are worth making for you guys. Alright, I really encourage everyone to just have some simple habit of stretching, and this might save you the trip to the doctors next time. Alright, so see you in the next video.